guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Barcelona 3, Real Oviedo 0. Barcelona keep a clean sheet and get a vital 3 points as Barcelona now regain that number one position in the La Liga table. Real Madrid put pressure on us by winning against Villarreal yesterday, and Barcelona, they do respond. In the first half, it was very tricky. Barcelona, we weren't performing great. We were really struggling. It wasn't a good performance from the team. But in the second half, Barcelona taking full advantage of two mistakes from Real Oviedo to put the game to bed in the opening 10 minutes. And then Barcelona just in cruise control from there. We're going to be talking about the key moments. We're going to be looking at some of the goals. But before I do, guys, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below alongside the link to become a member. And as always, if you guys do want to join and give your thoughts and as well join the stream, I post a link on X and on the post section on YouTube. All you have to do is click on the StreamYard link and you'll be directed and able to join the stream. But the place where I do want to start off the video, guys, is in regards to the lineup. Hansi Flick fielding a very strong 11. He did make some rotations after midweek's games against Slavia Prague. He started João Garcia in goal. João Cancelo returns to the lineup as he isn't able to be involved in the Champions League as of yet. We have to wait until he gets registered for the knockouts. Gerard Martin returns to the center back position alongside Pau Cuarci and Eric Garcia. Jos Koundé rested. No Pedri in midfield as he did pick up an injury against Slavia Prague, out for roughly a month, and so Marc Casado replaces him in the 11. Frankie Young partners Marc Casado. Up top, you have Raphinha, Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski. No Ferran as of yet. He is recovering from an injury. But NJ Sake, welcome, my friends. Welcome. And NJ, I'll start off with you and everything, but we got the job done. The job done. Barcelona got the 3 points. And in a game that was looking a little bit tricky, you were thinking, hey, is this a game that Barcelona are going to be dropping points in? We get the job done, and we get the 3 points. How do you feel about tonight's performance?
All right, so I'll be honest with you. It was a 50-50, emotional shit. Cause I had no idea what was gonna happen in the second half, but the second half, they stepped it up, much better performance, and yeah, after that, that almost first goal, it made it ease up a little bit. Then after that, it got better. So overall, I would say, yeah, it wasn't the best, but it was a good, answer back against the opponent in the second half. I would say it's a good result.
Okay.
A must win result that for the goal difference and and us winning now, winning till we face Madrid in the El Clasico.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sake, welcome, my friend. Thoughts on tonight's performance? I know we were being a little bit critical of Barcelona in the first half, but we bounced back in the second. We take advantage of the two mistakes from Real Oviedo. They really gifted us the opportunities, and we respond in kind.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, I'm just laughing at the picture from the football. Both of the center backs of Oviedo got a red rating, and thanks to both of their mistake, we got our 2 goals. I think that finish from Raphinha was cold. Also, why was Casado was taking Bellingham touches on the ball? He was he
Bellingham
was
touches on the
taking a
ball.
touch and ball was bouncing like up to his chest every time. Yeah, I saw it happen like 3 times directly. Also,
Yeah.
Balde carries the ball forward, with speed, much better than Cancelo sometimes, and his crosses are just dog shit every time. It's been 2 seasons for him in professional football. He still can't cross. You know, his ground balls are good. Sometimes passes are good, but his crosses never reaches. Also, Levin Disney, he had like almost 5 chances, combining
Yeah.
both first and second half. Even the last minute chance, he had to score a goal. he was so he didn't check any of the chance. He could have had a goal. That was the for that goal. He was like playing like 90 minutes throughout the game because he knew it was a farming session after that goal. Because in the next, I think Farhan is not available for the next game, so there was no point playing Lewandowski all these minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I agree with a lot of the things that you do say. What really changed this match, as you did touch upon, were those two mistakes from the Oviedo defenders. Dani Olmo in the second half had an absolutely fantastic goal to open up the scoring from outside of the box. He recovered the ball, and Barcelona take full advantage of that. Sometimes we talk about Dani Olmo, how he isn't able
Whose
to
goal
score
was
the
better?
easy goals.
Wh-
Which one?
Which goal was better? Olmo,
Probably
Lamine, or Raphinha?
it has to be Lamine though, because again, but
Yeah, I would have to say Lamine.
that's also it's on Olmo
Yeah,
though as well. So
It was Lamine scored the third goal, and I have this photo right here of the
yeah,
acrobatic finish.
crazy
And
goal.
this is almost at the edge of the box. Being able to score a goal
yeah,
from there, being able to put power and accuracy on the ball, that's something super super impressive.
yeah.
And when you talk about Lamine Yamal, he reaches 100 goal contributions for Barcelona at 18 years of age. That's insane. That's absolutely crazy work from Lamine Yamal.
I
Why
guess
he is
it's not really
one of the
surprising. Not really surprising if you're like one of the best, right? So for his age, I get it, but at the same time, like, come on, bro, he's the face of the club anyway. So
yeah. Oh. Well,
so it's not really
well,
surprising.
you still have to give credit. They
Yeah,
made
it
some
just
milestones in his
Yeah.
career.
I know.
yeah, it's just
I
that
know.
we have seen him, first time scoring this type of goal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That goal was lovely. But now I want to touch upon that first half a little bit more, because when we talked about the second half, Barcelona, after being able to take advantage of those two mistakes from Real Oviedo, Dani almost scored a goal, lovely low driven shot across the keeper. A mistake from David Costas, I believe, trying to pass it back to the keeper. Raphinha able to recover and just
Yeah,
chipping the
captain.
goalkeeper.
How many
Absolutely
how many
lovely work from
Apparently,
Raphinha.
assists that though?
Costas played for Barcelona's B team.
Yeah, he
Oh
did back then.
wow,
Yeah, back then.
wow. Second, do you know when?
That's
Yeah,
what.
I don't know. The commentator was mentioning him. He played for the B team and he played for in substitute as a substitute for PK in one of the Copa del Rey games.
No, I think he was part of where Monchu was part of it that time. I think
Mm.
I don't remember what year was that. I think, yeah, it was like
Yeah.
before Monchu's name came up. So, probably like around 17 or 18. I think I forgot what year
Mm.
was.
Well, I mean, he's someone that I don't really recognize. And so this is probably something that could have happened a while ago. But
Come on, like that
that
was
was a
six
super
7 years
interesting
ago,
stat.
man.
He
That
played
was
No,
good. He played good, apart from that mistake.
yeah. Apart from that mistake, or Real Oviedo, they played a good match. They were able to make things very difficult for
yeah,
Barcelona. They were making it difficult for them to play out from the back, and relatively just play through the midfield. That's why Barcelona, they really struggled so much in the first half, and
yeah,
why I want to talk about Pedri, because in this match you notice his absence. He wasn't involved
yeah.
in the build up. We were struggling to really create, and that first half, it was getting really bad to the point where Real Oviedo, they looked like the more dangerous team. They were getting opportunities. It wasn't a dangerous opportunity where you're looking, oh my god, they could score, but they were knocking on the door. And so I ask you guys, the absence of Pedri. We talked about it. Say, hey, Barcelona, they should have ease in beating teams like Real Oviedo and teams like but teams who are in the bottom half of La Liga. But how big of an absence is Pedri to that build-up? We know that he's like the engine of this team.
That's not. It's not rocket science. It shows that he's the main character of the team. Like he's the engine. You said it just shows like the quality. It's not really a surprise that if you have like a big quality gone, like of course the way you attack, the way you set up will be lower because of one person. Yes, it makes you're right. It makes big difference. But come on, like knowing that you're facing what like a last place team, you have to at least to win it. I'm not saying you should be perfect, but at least do better. But at the same time, teams in the lower standing play different football. They like they play intense as well, right? So I'm not really surprised that Barcelona struggled in the early first half, but at the same time, at least like match them up fairly enough, right? But the thing
Yeah.
is, yeah, the thing is, they should not build a habit of like keep relying on Pedri all the time because we know that. Come on, boys. i- In sports, like it's very like it's not easy to be staying healthy the whole season. It's impossible. Everybody will get injured at some point. But come on, like at least at least play better, but not like when Pedri's there. But I mean, like at least like
Yeah.
like out of 10, at least give it like a 6 or 7 performance at least. To like
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, with the absence of Pedri, you're obviously going to see the lack of progression in that midfield.
Yeah.
He's the best midfielder in the world. When he isn't there, any team in the world is going to be able to notice his absence. But Barcelona in the second half able to take advantage of the mistakes from Oviedo and put that to bed. We really had a much comfortable second half. Also, when you look at the substitutions from Hansi Flick, he
It was
brought
right.
on Fermin
Yeah.
Lopez. He brought on Marc Bernal, who I really liked. I thought he had a really nice cameo, a player
Yeah.
who I want to see more
Spot on
often.
though.
He changed the fullbacks. He brought on Jules Koundé and he brought on
Kunde.
Alejandro
Kunde was
Balde.
better.
Yeah.
Koundé was a lot better. This is what I want to see. I want to see Jules Koundé rested because when he is, I think, fully
Yeah,
fresh and
attacking.
able to have some time away from the pitch, he's able to show his best level because he's been playing so much football in the past
Like
couple of years that having the option to be rested for this type of
yeah.
specific game could help him a lot.
To be fair, like I would agree with you. Like like for this like just for this month and early February, they should like bench Kunde and bring it in the second half just to like ease up the tiredness of of Kunde.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You know,
until like
only
until like mid February to March, that's where you play Kunde to the fullest. Like you know what I mean?
yeah, apart from Kubarsi and Kunde, everybody in our team got rest. Even likes of Pedri, Raphinha, and Lamine because of injuries. Even Lewandowski. Only Kunde and Kubarsi has been playing constantly since last season,
Yeah.
I
consistently.
mean, I
Even
mean, yeah,
Balde has gotten injured, so he got a rest.
Mm-hmm.
they have no choice, right?
Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
really a surprise.
Yeah. And this is why,
Yeah,
the
Kunde will.
involvement of Joao Cancelo is so important. And,
Yeah.
what did you guys make of Joao Cancelo today? Because I don't think he was as absolute best, but I think when
Go,
once Joao Cancelo is
yeah,
able to be
okay,
in
he
this
was
team
okay.
more often,
Yeah,
able
he
to
was
get more
okay.
minutes, and
Yeah.
he's going to be regaining that sharpness and be
Yeah,
a
of course.
viable option for Hansi Flick
Yeah.
on either flank.
Yeah, I agree. Like with Patel, he didn't really play bad. He was okay. Not like a good okay because again it's his first proper game, so it makes sense that he struggled a little bit.
It,
But at the same time, like
yeah,
and then since then
it was
having
his
him,
first start, I think.
I know, but it's having him, it will like ease up a little bit for Balde and Kunde, but
Yeah.
still, yes, weakness, but so what, man? It's better to have options than none, right? So
No, yeah,
yeah,
and this type of game is perfect for Joao Cancelo.
exactly, yeah,
I think that Joao Cancelo can play a lot better once he has more continuity in this team because we
yeah,
have to remember Joao Cancelo is coming from Saudi Arabia. He's coming from Al Hilal. He wasn't really much involved too much in that team for these past couple of weeks. He's also recovering from an injury, and he's coming into this team and trying to regain that form. As soon as he
uh-huh.
does, I think he'll be able to farm a little bit better.
Yeah, of course.
Attitude, welcome, welcome. Didn't watch Barcelona's game today because of Pedri wasn't there. Lamine Yamal was fire. That was an absolutely amazing goal from Lamine Yamal. Super, super impressive. I am not watching the United versus Arsenal game. That's something I'm going to be looking at the highlights later.
Yeah,
Welcome,
it's
Kuna.
1-1
Good
right
to
now.
see
I am
you.
watching it.
Yeah,
Oh, 1-1.
yeah, it's freaking intense right now, bro. The game, it's intense, bro. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah. Man United able to come back into the match, or I saw that Arsenal opened up the scoring. Man of the match was Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal picked up the man of the match award.
Mm.
I was a little bit surprised because
Yeah, same. I would
I
say
thought that,
almost
yeah,
should have been the match because of the goal that he started and assist. Yes, it makes sense that the goal that I mean is amazing, but come on, bro. Like you gotta like look at the
yeah,
behind the context of it, right? Like almost was the
Yeah,
one who. made it easy for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
should have been
completely
Olmo.
agree. But we the big takeaways from this match now is that Barcelona, we regained that number one spot in La Liga. We're only 1 point ahead of Real
That was
Madrid.
crazy, bro.
It's so tight at the top of La Liga. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to really maintain this form. We're gonna have to see
Until El
how long
Clasico, yeah.
this honeymoon phase lasts for Real Madrid. Is it sustainable? That's the big question. But in the meantime, we're gonna have to do our job. Our
Yeah.
next opponent is gonna be Elche in La Liga, but in midweek we are gonna be playing against Copenhagen in the Champions League, looking to clinch
Eder
the top
Sarabia
eight.
again.
What happened,
Yes.
Ticket?
The Elche
Yeah,
coach.
I said, Eder Sarabia again with Elche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He has been coaching
precisely.
that team very good. In the first
Yeah.
half of the season, they were literally unbeaten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Yeah.
we were saying it how Elche they play great football. They made things very difficult for Barcelona.
Yeah,
That's something that is going to be a difficult match. That's going to be a tricky encounter. But we're going to be looking to maintain that top spot in La Liga. But
Yeah.
guys, any final thoughts before we round off the video?
Yeah, man. Like, listen, like for me, like, great win, important win. But from my part, it's like they need to like stop building that kind of habit of the first half where like they have to like understand that they can't rely from Padilla forever. Like they gotta do their part, right? To like make it easy for them in the second half. That then. Just keep winning until we face Madrid in the El Clasico because that game will be the game changer for us. Yeah. The overall just great win, and carried that second half good habit on in the first half on against Copenhagen. Then it should be a not an easy win, but it should be a good win for us in the next opponent.
Okay, okay. Sisika, any final thoughts before we round off?
yeah. I think we just need to batter Copenhagen. It is at our home, usual game at the home after a long time. So we need to win by 3 goal margin. If you have to, better chance to finish in the top eight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I
Because
have a
I
question though.
think, yeah,
I have a
go on.
question. So interrupt. Uh, what was your opinion on Frankie De Jong in second half? Because for me, I think he played better. He played better in the second half.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing is, in regards to Frankie, is he's been showing some very good performances as of late. This is the type of Frankie de Jong that we want
Yeah.
to see. Just like with Dani Olmo, one of the big things that is called into question is his consistency, but especially, I would say more, it's not his quality, but maybe his attitude in the biggest of games, where
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
the game goes by
Intent.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
the intensity is
Yeah.
sometimes that it's lacking from Frankie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something that we really
Same with
want to see.
Fermin. I would say also, sometimes Fermin, Olmo, this kind of player disappears in the midfield. We just need them to, be available for the ball, show some
Yeah.
intensity in the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all.
for me with Omo, I have no issue with Omo. The only issue I have with Omo is that the chances that he makes it. Like he likes to score bangers. Yo, just score the easy
Yeah,
ones, bro.
yeah. He
That's the
scores
thing I'm an
the
issue.
bangers, but
Yeah.
the easy chances, he
Yeah,
says,
yeah,
nah,
that's
nah,
a,
hold my
that that
beer.
yeah that's my
Same
main
with
issue with
Fermin.
Omo.
Same with Fermin.
Yeah, yes, same
I'm
with
Sometimes
like
good,
Fermin.
sometimes shit. Yeah, both of them.
I'm
Yeah.
like I'm like I'm like fuck off, man. Just score the easy ones, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All
Yeah.
right, guys. Barcelona get the 3 points. We clinch the number one spot in La Liga.
For now.
Back again. We're gonna have to maintain that. There's some
Fucking hell,
relatively
man.
easy games coming up,
Yeah,
and
it should be
so
favorable.
What
Yeah.
is the
we
next
should
game of Real Madrid?
Rayo Vallecano
Yeah, they're
at
not.
home.
Yeah, they're not easy to play,
Yeah,
man.
that's also hard game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the things that is in their favor, it's not going to be away from home. It's going to be in the Bernabeu, and so I'm going into the mind with Real Madrid getting the 3 points, and so us against Elche, we have to get the job done.
Oh yeah,
But
and also sorry, yeah, we can't be second half FC all the time, man. We gotta dominate,
second
man.
half FC, that
You
is
know, we
true.
can't we can't do that all the time, man.
That is
Thank
true.
God we didn't concede goal in the first half. It was 0-0
Oh,
only.
that would have been a nightmare. If we did
Because every
concede,
time we just go, yeah, 1 goal down.
yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been tricky. But all right, guys, thank you guys both for stopping by. To all of those who were watching, and for all those who are going to tune in after, I'll hear your guys'
Bye.
thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of the match. Who was your man of the match? Who was the player who impressed you the most? Was it Lamine Yamal's amazing acrobatic goal? Was it Dani Olmo, his ability to open up the match? I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all on the next one. Peace out, guys.